In this aid, we will voice our truly own and market's viewpoint on CELO future while examining CELO cost gauge for 2022 and past in a reasonably truly significant manner. Kindly in every practical sense, explicitly remember that you ought to really think about this and any very exceptionally other forecast while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything for the most part is an unpleasant undertaking, certainly sort of, not to mention anticipating the eventual fate of a novel, profoundly unpredictable monetary resource like CELO, which most certainly is very critical, in spite of prevalent thinking. Presently, we should head into it in an unpretentious manner, which in the real sense is genuinely huge. Before we dig especially profound into the CELO value forecast and answer questions on the off chance that CELO for the most part is a kind of wise speculation or not, for what reason will CELO in a real sense for the most part succeed or fizzle, or for what reason will CELO value rise or drop, we should rapidly by and large toss a look at what explicitly is CELO and its to-date history in a quite enormous manner. What for the most part is CELO, or so they certainly by and large thought in an unpretentious manner. CELO most certainly truly is a stage going about as a worldwide installment framework for digital currencies that basically intends to target versatile clients. The crypto convention names itself a portable first lovely decentralized finance, DeFi, stage for quick, stable, and secure installments transmission, most certainly fundamentally in spite of mainstream thinking. Through cell phones, anybody can for the most part sort of spend and in a real sense generally procure with practically no restricting prerequisites, or so they fundamentally truly thought. The convention especially has been depicted by an early organizer as the WhatsApp of cash. The CELO blockchain likewise empowers the production of pretty decentralized applications, dApps, through its evidence of stake, POS, EVM viable, open source blockchain, in spite of mainstream thinking in an especially huge manner. Improvement groups can undoubtedly and immediately construct and basically convey brilliant agreements on the CELO blockchain in a kind of significant manner and in an especially significant manner. Like especially a few POS conventions, the organization's CELO especially kind of token is utilized for network charges and administration-related exercises. CELO basically truly is the reasonably in every way that really matters, local resource of the CELO blockchain environment, whose fundamentally principal certainly objective is to explicitly present the comfort of in every practical sense, sort of decentralized finance, or DeFi, to underbanked cell phone clients all over the planet. A utility symbolic that uses a proof-of-stake agreement instrument, CELO really is intended to work with exchanges and administration processes on the stage. The following is a plain outline of how might CELO fundamentally sort of foster temporarily, especially in opposition to mainstream thinking, or so they thought. September 23, 2022, which is genuinely critical. Plus 6.59%, $0.8536, which is genuinely huge. September 24, 2022 in an unpretentious manner in an unobtrusive way. Minus 0.54%, $0.7966 in a super large manner in an unobtrusive way. September 25, 2022. Minus 2.05%, $0.7845 in an unpretentious manner in a sort of large manner. September 26, 2022. Minus 2.22%, $0.7831, which is very critical. September 27, 2022. Plus 4.64%, $0.8380, kind of in spite of mainstream thinking in a really significant manner. September 28, 2022 in a by and large fundamentally huge manner. Minus 1.05%, $0.7925 in a very truly significant manner in an unpretentious manner. September 29, 2022 in a fundamentally quite enormous manner. Minus 5.53%, $0.7566. September 30, 2022. Minus 5.26%, $0.7587 in a for the most part lovely significant manner incredibly. October 1, 2022, which explicitly is very critical. Minus 2.27%, $0.7827, which in the real sense is genuinely huge. October 2, 2022 in a for the most part beautiful significant manner. Plus 1.99%, $0.8168 incredibly. October 3, 2022, which generally for the most part is very critical. Plus 1.56%, $0.8134, or so they thought. CELO value expectation for the kind of beautiful next 90 days, which generally basically is very huge. The fundamentally extremely entire crypto world is on an edge of an undeniable bear market. Bitcoin has truly drooped half from its unsurpassed sort of high in the midst of a more extensive market entirely the most part drops affected by seething expansion and US took care of rate increments, which certainly is very critical. Financial backers by and large are selling unsafe resources and moving into additional decently especially stable business sectors, which sort of all things considered, is very huge. Crypto fundamentally in a real sense is as yet seen as an extremely unsafe basically explicitly play and thus the auction, or so they thought. Our algo still sees a sum very green in 2022, particularly in the fundamentally second piece of the year, or so they thought. This in a real sense generally is for the most part reflected in our 2022 expectations, or so they generally thought. At the present time, Bitcoin especially needs to actually in a real sense find an especially neighborhood base before we can move in the exact inverse bearing and alter the course in an unobtrusive manner. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will begin to explicitly do likewise. We especially by and large have seen this situation many essentially for the most part times in the separated and in every way that really matters, later history, which all things considered, is very huge. Which all things considered, is genuinely critical. Our cost expectation model in every practical sense, is negative for the especially next 90 days with a smidgen of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2. We basically expect whales and kind of especially other greater players in the market to sort of wrap up filling their sacks around that time which will cause a run-of-the-mill and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost expectation model with a complex way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and basic evaluation of each undertaking in an in every practical sense, significant way. CELO value expectation 2022, all things considered, in every way that really matters, in spite of prevalent thinking. Our expectation model sees a transitory change to a bear market toward the start of 2022 preceding we move on to one more advantage in Q3 and Q4 of 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. 2022 October, or so they thought. Minus 14.42% $0.